All right. What is going on, everyone? To be completely honest, I totally forgot to do a recap and a prediction card. Not really forget. I was lazy about it. I recorded a video and then I just didn't go through with editing it and doing all that stuff like that. I'd like to say I got caught up with other things, but to be completely honest, I'm just being lazy, and I know I keep saying it's gonna come to a stop, and I'm gonna be slapping their wrist every time I don't follow through with my stuff. So that's my bad. Told you I'd be a lot more active, and I've not been. So we're gonna get back on that train. Okay, starting today. Okay, we're gonna upload at least 3 to 4 times a week. All right, we're gonna try to hit that. I'm gonna try to wake up early, get on that grind, and do this. So that's just my little affirmation to you. For the 5 people that maybe watch, don't worry, we're gonna keep that content up. But anyways, let's start with this card real quick that we got going on here. Tiger Ulanbekov versus Kyoji Horiguchi. Now, Kyoji Horiguchi used to be in the UFC. Let me see if they have any of his. Oh wow, they have his. Oh wow, look at that. Whoa, we are in some old shorts here. Reebok days. I'm surprised they still have those on there. Look how low quality of the pro what they have here. It's absolutely insane. They don't even have any UFC spotlight stuff for him. But this guy fought Demetrius Johnson. He's had some good fights and stuff like that. I believe he got let go in 2016. I believe he's been in one or Ryzen, one of those two. They're pretty much the same thing. And yeah, he's been doing his thing. He got back to the UFC, and now he is back to the flyweight division. And hopefully he can be one of those first Japanese champions, because that has been a trend that has not happened yet, that the UFC's been trying to get on, but unfortunately it's just not going their way. And Tiger Ulanbekov, it's going to be very tough for Kyoji Horiguchi. I'm going to go with Kyoji Horiguchi though, because he has so much riding on this. I don't feel like he'll let this opportunity slip from him. He's either going to grapple super hard, make this a boring fight, tit for tat. And yeah, he's just going to use a lot of veterancy and stuff like that. If you fought Demetrius Johnson, I highly rate that. Even if you lose and stuff like that, I highly rate you fighting Demetrius Johnson and getting out there. So yeah, anyways, moving on. Sergey Spivak, Shamil the Real Meal Gazayev. I got Shamil Gazayev. Sergey Spivak has just been so wishy-washy, man. I mean, he just has just very unreliable against higher level opponents. And I'm not saying Shamil Gazayev is that high level of a fighter and stuff, but he's on a rise. He's got, oh my god, ooh, scared me there. I believe he's on other than the Rosenstrike fight, he's been winning. The Rosenstrike fight where he gassed out. He got KO'd and TKO'd by gassing out in the first round. Not a good look. But hey, he's beating Mayes, and actually I don't know if I'm gonna be going with Gazayev now based on these fights, but 14-1, he's got the momentum, he's got the Russian qualities and stuff like that, so he's gonna be trying to hug him and get up close on him. So I'm gonna go with Shamil, the Real Meal Gazayev on this one, probably by boring decision. It's probably gonna lay on him. If anything, maybe Sergey Spivak will get a crazy submission out of nowhere. I hope he knocks out Shamil Gazayev, because I don't like him, but I feel like he's just gonna win. But anyways, moving on. Jack Hermanson, Miktik Oroblai. Now, I thought this guy was welterweight, if I was mistaken. Yeah, welterweight. So I'm a little bit curious as to why he's coming up. You can see welterweight division here. I don't think Jack Hermanson can make 185. 170. That'd be absolutely crazy for him to make welterweight division. This is a 170 fight. That's crazy. He's going to be cutting a lot of weight. That's his last fight, he got brutally KO'd by Cannonier, and Vic Orablai is he's no joke, man. He can take a lot of punishment. We gotta go with Mitik Orablai, honestly, getting this done. Most likely by finish, honestly, against Jack Hermanson. He hasn't been looking the greatest his last couple fights, honestly, so I'm gonna have to go with Mitik Orablai on this one. Moving up, Volkan Ozdemir versus Alonzo Menifield. Wow, what a feature fight. Volkan Ozdemir deserves to be a feature fight, but Alonzo Menifield, I'm gonna go with Volkan Ozdemir though. But Alonzo Menifield, he swings like an idiot. His stand-up is terrible. I haven't really seen much that impresses me from Alonzo Menifield. And from what I see from his record, he's also pretty wishy-washy. You know, he goes back and forth. I mean, losing Olberg, not terrible. Now that he's like ranked number 3 in the light heavyweight division. Murzakanov, now that we've seen what he's done, you know, not a terrible loss. So maybe he's doing a little bit better, but he's been winning, and his wins have been a lot by decision. He submitted Jimmy Crute. I don't rate that at all. Jimmy Crute's ass. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Volkan Ozdemir. Just high level experience. I know his last fight was a loss, but I think he's just gonna be way more locked in on the feet than Alonzo Menifield, and probably will catch him and put him out. Moving up. Oh my goodness. Ian Machado Gary versus Bilal Muhammad. Look at that guy. He is the definition of everything you want to be. Just kidding. But anyways, gonna go with Ian Machado Gary. Look, you see the hair, right? I mean, look, we're gonna be going for the Irish guy. I know Ian Gary. He's annoying. He's got a weird personal life. He makes a lot of weird decisions. He kind of says not the best, like, trash talk. It's kind of cringy trash talk. And honestly, like, he just says weird things in a matter-of-factly way where it's just like, shut the fuck up, please. I don't know why it has them weighting 180 and one him 69. Maybe that's their fight, like, fighting weight. I don't really get it. But Ian Machado Gary, his losses has been aging really well with Shavkat Rakhmonov, and his wins have been aging really well with Carlos Prates now getting a KO over Leon Edwards. I mean, just absolutely crazy shit that happened down last card. And we'll talk about the Islam and whole main event. That's not even worth talking about, really. But yeah, no, this should be pretty interesting. It's crazy. It's crazy he's able to represent Palestine, but he's from America. Like, he lives in America. He doesn't live in Palestine, but he's gonna get the flag. Does he even have, do you even need to have Palestinian citizenship to represent Palestine? Type of question. I have no idea. That's for another time and other political stuff, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Ian Gary. I don't think he'll be held down by Bilal Muhammad. He's way too long and rangy. I think he'll kick out of single legs and other stuff like that. I think his kicks are going to be way too whippy, snappy as well for Bilal Muhammad. I don't think he's really going to be able to catch any of them and, like, drive Ian Gary to the ground. And even if he does, Ian Gary's he's great off his back. He's great. You know, he trains with the shoot box guys. He trains with Charles Oliveira. So his jiu-jitsu is very, very good. And he's not afraid of going to the ground and fighting from his back, getting transitions, getting up, stuff like that. He's very well-rounded, Ian Gary is. For as much shit as everyone gives him about being a cut, you know, stuff like that, he's very well-rounded, and he's a very high IQ fighter. He makes really good, I wouldn't say all the right decisions. He makes pretty good decisions for the most part in fights on what he's going to do. And it feels like he always has a game plan, and he tries to go by it. He tries to stick to the game plan. Like Carlos Prates, simple. Take him down, smother him, you know, do your stuff against that, be whippy, snappy, back and forth motion on him. And yeah, I think he'll stick to a game plan, and I think he'll get it. I think Bilal Muhammad could kind of go down the same road as Leon Edwards. I mean, if we look at his last fights, I mean, the Brady win's good. The Vicente Luque win, and not aging well. Stephen Thompson's not aging well. Burns isn't aging well. And Jack Della Maddalena, unfortunately too. Like none of these are aging well for none of these. Honestly, these are all other than I guess JDM is like still up top, so I mean that's not too bad. But Edwards is going down. Burns has gone down. Brady now has gone down. Luke, I don't know if he's even ranked anymore. He might be like 15 or something. Wonder Boy isn't ranked anymore. So, unfortunately for Bilal Muhammad, man, it's just not looking really good for him as far as it goes. He hasn't fought a lot of the new age of welterweights. As you can see here, he's fought a lot of the old guard, a lot of old names. The only guy he's fought recently was Sean Brady, and Sean Brady he's not that tall, long, rangy guy that we're seeing coming into 170 like Prates and Morales and stuff like that. So, because he hasn't fought any of those guys or dealt with a challenge similar to them, I got to go with Ian Gary. Ian Gary, I think he's going to get it done. I don't know if by TKO, I think it'll be most likely decision. I haven't seen Ian Gary really be finishing people as of recently. I know he's finished people obviously before in the UFC, but for the most part, I just do not see a finish coming his way. It'll probably be a tit-for-tat kind of decision kind of situation where he's up ahead of him on strikes, stuffs a lot of takedowns, other things like that. Might be a little bit controversial. Maybe Bilal takes a round off him or something like that. We'll see. This next one is pretty easy to predict too. I mean, Arman Sarukian's going to get this done against Dan Hooker, unfortunately. As much as I want Dan Hooker to win and how much of a great name and, brings a lot of personality and excitement and stuff like that. Arman Sarukian, what does he do? He eats a lot of food. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Arman Sarukian, especially with how much time he sat out just to fight Dan Hooker. It's 18 months now since his last fight, and he's been doing a little grappling, submission fights or whatever since then, and it is just like his last win is Dariush, or no, it was Oliveira at 300, but it wasn't. It was a split decision. Like, kind of hard to rate that. And then his other win against Dariush just got TKO'd by Benoit Saint Denis, even faster time than him, 16 seconds. Lost to Gamrot too. Gamrot's not. Dan Hooker beat Gamrot, so I think Dan Hooker will probably do a little bit better than I initially expect, but I just don't see Arman Sarukian losing this. He's got way too much riding on this. He knows the title shot is next after this. He knows Ilia Topuria is next. So he's going to stick to a game plan too, man. He's not going to go out there and try to brawl with Dan Hooker like Dan Hooker would probably like him to do. He's definitely going to be shooting for takedowns. I think he's going to secure it. I think he's going to probably get up on Dan Hooker and ground and pound him, submit him. As much as I love Dan Hooker, he is submittable. And he's not shown a good history of, sure, the Islam Makhachev fight was on short notice, but still, I just, yeah. Oof. I know he was able to neutralize Gamrot, but I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to go with Arman Sarukian winning this, most likely by finish in like the second or third round, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, that is this card coming up. Sarukian versus Hooker. I just went over the main card. I'm sorry. I don't really know. Nicholas Dalby, Bogdan Granada, and Alex Fred. Wow, these guys are prelims. That's crazy. Asu Almabeya, there's some good ones. Alexandria Topuria is definitely one you want to look out for. This is going to be definitely one of the more important fights of the undercard because Alexandria Topuria is going to be coming up, obviously, in the rank. If he gets 2 more wins, I can see him getting a ranked opponent next just for his name alone. And to be honest, he had a really great performance against this Thickness, even though it was on late notice again, too. Honestly, he performed really great. He's 6-1. So, he's got a bright future ahead of him. And yeah, that is the card. There's something else I want to talk about too. It's Turkey Ashalik, but I think I'm just gonna make a separate video on him, honestly, because he's been really bugging me a lot. And yeah, I just want to talk about him a little bit and some of the things that bugged me about him. But yes, anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of the love and support, and I will be getting back to being more consistent. You'll see a lot more shorts, a lot more long videos. starting today with this video, I'm going to be recording another video tomorrow morning and making some shorts and other stuff like that. This one is to get me rolling, and we're going to get back into a regular flow of things, I promise you, okay? Mark my words. Mark my freaking words, all right? But anyways, have a good day. See ya.